Well, of course that would fuck up the screen. God damn it. I stretched it out just to make it fit and everything, and then it was like, what if we didn't do that, actually? Anyways. Let's fit it to the screen properly. There we go. Okay. And we'll do the going live post. God, the music is so good. Also, nice thing about like doing this is that I made the thumbnails for the fucking for the first game just using really basic like screenshots and stuff, and then just more or less reuse the exact same thing for the Justice for All. But with different colors as adding in the different logo. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, definitely did not mean to start this late. I went to go get some food because I was starving at like 9:10. Like, which was already a little bit late, but like, whatever. I was running behind because it was like... Turns out that streaming until 11 p.m. and then having to export that and like improve the VoD and then also sleep and then wake up is a lot. Not a lot of time to do it properly. And so I don't know, woke up late, but I was like, fine, whatever, I'll be like a few minutes late, because it's not that far away. And then I got stuck behind a fucking train. What's your quality life feature? Yeah, I don't mind it. I had fun with the first one. Yeah, I don't know, if you live in the kind of like smaller town, I guess, or not smaller, I guess smaller city like I live in, like trains just love to get in the way. Also, what the fuck is happening with the bitrate? Hold on. Is that... I don't know what's going on there, and I'm a little bit concerned that it's going on there at all, but whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll struggle. Yeah, how's everybody's morning so far? How are you doing? Are you surviving? Are you surviving better than me? Okay. I think everything is working. If it starts getting weird and like performance issues start happening, let me know and we'll try and correct for it. But I think this is the best we can do for now. We just have to start a new game, right? Oh, yeah, I have no issues with 100%ing it. I basically just want to survive it. Yeah, we're not too busy. Nice. Also, I'm gonna put this on performance mode. Let's do that. Get out of the way. Oh my god, it's so dramatic. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. God. I do love thinking through the implications of the legal system of Ace Attorney, where they're like, you get 3 days. Like, just an interesting legal system for sure. One of the judicial systems of all time. Oh, sorry, I got next to a couple programs running that I want to try and close and see if that'll help with things. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyways. Yeah, you get 3 days, a lawyer health bar, and if you make like a couple mistakes, you're sentenced to death. It's very dramatic. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Oh, good. I finally found it. What? Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Ouch, my head, it's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Phoenix, your head always feels foggy. You're just kind of dumb. It's okay. Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Can I kill her? Sorry, would you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong? What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your name is Bird, and you've got the fucking... the $6 fucking or feathers glued to your uniform. You're going to jail for that. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. Imagine she's like, that this never happened. He didn't agree to be her lawyer, and she's just like, Hail Marying me. I'm like, yeah, don't you remember? You totally took me on as a client, Phoenix. Totally. I almost called him Ace. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I'm always rooting for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Did he not just get bashed in the head with a fire extinguisher? Is that not what just happened? Like, does he not have a massive bruise on his head? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Okay, is this the way of doing that thing where it's like, you know, you play the first game in a series and you get all these powers, and then in the sequel you lose, like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild type thing, where it's like, how do you explain how Link is no longer capable of doing everything? And it's like, well, I don't know, we just have to reset him. Is that this? Or is this that? Where they're like, oh, he learned a bunch of lawyer stuff, so we just gave him a concussion so he doesn't remember any of it. Oh, will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I still can't get over those, like, bright red plastic feathers. You know that Michelle Visage would cannibalize her live on television for it. I just called him like an egg. Yeah, an egg with no yolk. The first yolk-free egg. Guess I must have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together here? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. Like... The feathers... Like, they're not even, like, tucked into the band of the hat. They're just fucking sitting... I know this is not the most important thing about this game. I know it's not even in the top 10. But it's like... Girl... What are you wearing? You're going to court like this? They are going... Like, look at my defendant, dog. They're going to jail. Even before Phoenix Wright got his head bashed in by some random person dressed like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cosplayer who's worried about a trademark infringement. Like... Oh fuck, I forgot that this is why I really liked playing Ace Attorney as my like morning games last year during the Donathon, because Ace Attorney games are just a kick in the teeth. And that girl said I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. I mean, what am I supposed to promise her? Someone, please tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? September 8th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Why does he not have an arm? Is that new? Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Thank you for the hydration check, Pip. Let's welcome in. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Law school came early. I want to go to law school. I've been thinking about it. The thing is, if I go to law school, I kind of want to go back to McGill for it, and you need to know French to be able to do that, so I might kind of want to do like a French learning stream thing, where we all learn French together. I think that'd be fun. One of my favorite original trilogy characters? Oh no. Sorry for mocking one of your favorites. Now then, are you ready? Yes, because I don't think I'm allowed to say no. Going next year, hopefully. Nice! Congrats! When I was a kid, my teachers, like, literally when I was 9 years old, my teachers said I would be a good lawyer. And I didn't really realize at the time that that was an insult. Or at least that it probably should have been interpreted as one. But, like, I took law when I was in high school. I went to do mock trials. Actually, okay, hold on. I'm still trying to wake up a little bit, so I might... Wait, is there a way to, like... I need to turn on the... Oh, so this is the quietest you can do without turning it off. Cool. Hold on, let me just turn this down, because I'm trying to remember the story. But yeah, when I was a kid, literally when I was like 9 years old, I was being told that like, you'd be a good lawyer, like a politician, which is not in hindsight, not a kind thing to say about a kid, because it probably just means that they're really argumentative and a real pain in the ass. But I took it as a compliment, and I always wanted to be a lawyer, and I was going to be in politics. So I was like, cool, I'll do that. And I studied law in high school, thinking that I would do law primarily. And the reason why I ended up going to politics was because we had to do a mock trial where it was based on, I think, a real case where a student was like misbehaving in a class, like a woodshop class or something. So the teacher kind of like tapped him on the head with this like very small decorative gold hammer. And the kid claimed like that it was an injury and assault, and that was the mock trial that we were going through. I was the defense attorney for that, for the teacher. And my, this cloud hat. Damn. I mean, to be fair, I did run for office, and I did try my best, and I had good policies. I lost, but also, frankly, maybe it's a cope. It's definitely a cope. But I do feel like the best politicians don't win, because you end up with the awful ones. So I'm like, you know what? I lost, but maybe that means that I was actually half decent at it, because no one good gets into it. But, yeah, we did this mock trial in high school, because my high school offered an elective law course, which is really cool. I really liked it. Like, it was a really nice thing to have. And so we got to like study law. Like, it was like sort of like a pre-law type of thing. And we did this mock trial, and I remember throughout it, my teacher being like, he was like, yeah, we were supposed to do this for like a couple hours at most, because we like brought in like lunch staff and stuff to help us out with it. And we went for like 4 hours because I could not, like, I was determined to win. I was like, I'm not losing this fucking case. So I was like nitpicking everything. I was very good at it. And my teacher said, like, I don't tell this to everybody because not everyone should be a lawyer, but like you should really consider it, which is really cool and really nice. And then I kind of gave up on it, and I want to sort of go back to it. Clouder. Oh my god, a bubble. But yeah, UK law is also different because the UK has, or Canada has like a weird hybrid of the UK and French systems where it's like common law and civil law. Quebec does more of the civil law type stuff. We do more of the common law stuff. But like, yeah, you guys have the barrister. You guys have a separation of lawyers. You have the barristers and you have the whatever the other one is that does like the research side of it. It's weird. But yeah, that was why I eventually decided to go into politics over law, because I was like, well, I don't like I don't like having to argue on the basis of a law that I think is unjust. I'd rather change the unjust law. Solicitors, that's the one. And so I decided to go into politics to be like, yeah, I want to change laws. I want to make things better. And it turns out that actually you don't get to do that in politics either. You just get to be sad and depressed and waste all your money. And then everyone hates you anyways and you can't get a job because whenever people Google you, they see that you did politics and they don't like it. Which is really fun and cool. Hi, radio. Welcome in. Anyway, sorry. That's a distraction. I'm going to get distracted a lot in this game because I like talking about law stuff. We'll also turn the volume back up to where it's supposed to be. Actually, no, we'll turn it down a little bit because I feel like this was also not something I really realized before I started streaming. But like every fucking game has the loudest background music and there's no way to turn it down to an appropriate level. I hate it here. Yes, Your Honor. If your life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't... He's like, damn, that's crazy. You did what? Hi, Tori. Welcome in. Nice. I had to study some contract law and some property law and stuff when I was in finance. It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. That's a shit opening statement, but very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since the last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? You're beefing with nobody. The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Oh my god, it's Dick! Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. I'm gonna be so useless. I'm sorry. You're going to jail, bird. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Baffling that you're in charge of anything more than the fucking coffee machine, Dick, but love that for you. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know... You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters. Expose Park. Sure. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. I miss these stupid fucking pun names. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The landing beat up his body? Did the sidewalk have hands? The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yeah, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? Is it ever? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep. Info about evidence of people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. Oh, the glasses, I'm guessing. Ah. I feel like my computer can be a little bit louder, because otherwise these notes don't play it very well. Yeah, the sidewalk brought a metal pipe to take this guy out. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think I could totally be a legal aid instead. Well, 50-50 odds you get murdered in that position, so, like, be careful. I didn't do that earlier. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. Yeah, duh. What was it again? Tab? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses. It's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. These glasses they found at the crime scene are not mine, I swear, sir. Are you sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on that same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Imagine not being like, hey, by the way, I did break my other ones. They're here. Or like going to your, like, would you not go to your optometrist and be like, can you provide a record of the glasses I owned that they don't look like this? Presuming they're different, I guess. Let's hear from this witness about this evidence. Oh, no, decisive evidence. Guys are gonna decide. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I fucking hate it here. No. When will I be free? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name. Maggie, sir. It's gonna turn out that it... With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Hi, Kaiser. It's 11:37. It's fucking inescapable. This is the lamest, corniest clue that any game ever does, and I hate it. Do you know how many murder scenes there are where someone writes a name down? 0. That doesn't happen, and it's so stupid. With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. But, like, okay. First of all, that's, like, remarkably coherent for somebody who was apparently pushed, like, a pretty far distance and got the shit kicked out of him on the way down, apparently. Like, some birds came by and just beat him up in midair. There was some insane air combo going on him. But also, like, it's going to turn out that his, like, he was left-handed. That's going to be the thing, right? Yeah, perfect handwriting. He got this exactly right. I'm 100% certain that they're going to be like, oh yeah, we took the watch off of his right wrist. I haven't played this game before, so don't tell me if I'm right. But if I am right, I do want credit for it later when it does prove to be true. And if it doesn't, then whatever, it was just a theory. But they're going to say, oh yeah, his watch was on his right wrist, but we took it off so he could like check and see what the time was. And it's like, okay, so then he's left-handed because you put your watch on your opposite hand. If you're left-handed, you put it on your right hand. If you're right-handed, you put it on your left. I have my watch on my left hand right now. Why, this is... Yes, I can see your name is clearly written here. And the prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Do you? I thought that was like... Hold on, wait. Which wrist to wear a watch? The majority rules to wear your watch on the opposite wrist from your dominant hand. For 3/4 or more of the world, the right hand is dominant. Those people would wear the watch on their wrist. Or on their left. Back when watches were regularly wound, it made sense. Oh, that's why. Interesting. I always put it on my left hand. For me, it's because, like, if I'm doing anything with my right hand, I don't want to be, like, if I'm, like, writing, or if, like, especially for me, since I do so much work on my computer, I don't want to be trying to move my mouse around. I have an Apple Watch, and I have, like, one of the rubber wristbands with it or whatever. I got it because I want to be able to, like, keep track of health stuff. That's, like, literally the whole reason why I started having some really weird issues with blood pressure, and I wanted to have something that can monitor it. But, like, you know, I'm on my computer all the time, and, like, the rubber watch, if it's on my right hand, I'm going to be dragging it across my desk all the time. It would suck. So to me, it just makes sense. Plus, that was what I was always told to do, but I guess there's not, like, a real reason. Or, like, it's not like it's required to. I don't know. Anyways, that's not really important. That felt like an interesting, or that felt like something they might try and do with it. Also, hi, Damien. I thought that might be what they would do with it because they're, like, you know, they talked about it. Or they talked about the watch being broken and stuff. What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in there. You get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. My house looks like the Zero Escape ones. Oh god. Which Zero Escape though? Because depending on the game, they could be really cool or really not. You think? Was it VLR where they're the? Hold on. Now I need to keep. Yeah, 999 is the one where they have, like, the pink geared shape, or gear shape. VLR is the one where they go with the more, like, gray one, and then Zero Time Dilemma ones are hideous. I hope you don't have the Zero Time Dilemma one, because I would feel bad, but also, like, 1 and 2? Okay. Are they pink, or are they gray, though? Prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. They do look really similar. It's basically just the color, I think. In 999 it's pink, and in VLR it's gray. Right? Or am I getting... No. Yeah, that's right. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Great. Okay, nice. My Apple Watch is bright red because I think it's fun. I don't like getting the boring colors of stuff. All my, like, whenever I get a phone, I try and get the purple ones because I like calling it a lavender menace. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. Oh, it's different music this time. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but there's been... Okay. Yeah, didn't he die instantly? That was the whole thing? Okay. Is that clear? No, it doesn't. I mean, it does reveal the contradiction. Because he's saying that he wrote it on the ground, but also he's saying that he died because he fell on the ground. Whatever. Culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was the name that of my client? You're absolutely certain. Sorry, pal, that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. Please tell me it's not, like, upside down. I don't really know what it would be upside down, but whatever. You got a point. Hey, hold on. Don't harm me. I know the picture says Maggie, but now she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. That's what spotting a contradiction feels like. Check the court record again. Wait, so... I mean, yeah, he died of a broken neck. This should have... No, fuck me. God, I'm so bad at these games. Oh, you can present profiles? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Because I was like, what? I mean, like, because to me, the fact that his neck was broken indicates that, no, he didn't clearly write out a name without any smut, like... No, that's obviously not what happened here. But I guess we also have to prove that he just spelled the name wrong, I guess? What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. I mean, you did it like 4 times already and we're wrong. I yell at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush. I don't know if I'm smart. I'm dumb at these games because I always think of I always get fixated on one specific piece of evidence that I want to present, and it never lets me do it when I want to. Detective Gumshoe. Are you talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? Neck point to his brain. Yeah, exactly. The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? Yeah, the judge can't read. I have no idea either, sir. Neither can Gumshoe. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. Which is, I don't think I've ever seen anyone spell that name before. This is a blatant contradiction of fact. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. Why are you a detective? But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not know her name. How are we defining lovers here? Because there are a lot of grinder men I don't know the name of. That is very true. Good, because I am dummy. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were, in fact, lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Dustin and Maggie. Wait, I do have this recording right? Yes, okay. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for a year, or half a year. Hold on. It's gonna turn out she's farsighted, isn't it? For about half a year. It sounded like they were going to talk about marriage. It just happened to be the victim's birthday. Wait, let's press on that. What'd she get him? You discussed that the defendant was going to give to her boyfriend? Well, I'm her... She... trust me, so... Boy, does he look proud of himself right now. What is it this time? The testimony didn't sound like it had any contradictions in it to me. There just wasn't anything that stuck out as odd. Yeah, I wonder what would happen if you tried to get more information from him. Get more information? Yeah, you know, like how they press people in those old cop shows, sir. So try pressing him, huh? What was the present? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because I'm her boss, and I gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone just scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be a point of discussion at this time. What? Wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective's about done here. Over 2 months ago. Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was his birthday present? I'm right, this is the one that gets it. She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would you only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. Baseball glove, Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah? Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem there's a little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant? Of course it's relevant. Why is it custom made? I don't know where this will lead me, but it's going to be like, oh yeah, no, he's missing a finger. Of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Surprising people. It feels like I've done this before, as if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most hyped people. Very well, if you're that convinced, let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. Why? And why didn't you say so earlier? We're going to show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. What the fuck is that? It's not... What the fuck kind of baseball glove is that? Hold on, let me snooze. The ad's gonna run when we're snoozing it. What does that say? It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it? Yeah, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It's clear the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. The name that isn't hers. Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm the victim wrote his name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. It's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Now that Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Like, it's not difficult to do it, but, like, I don't even know who you would hire to do that. Also, the shape of that glove is fucking atrocious. That thing is never getting used. Like, that's an unusable glove. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm it was the victim's handwriting. So in the end, you couldn't confirm it? Don't you look down on us? I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before. Me neither. Nor I. I've never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. You're absolutely sure. Believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to confirm this. The name was definitely written by the victim, but you don't think that... Don't you think that would be really strange? If testimony wrote that with his right hand, he would have gone through that much... Yeah, wait, yeah, the glove is left-handed. Or it's a... Yeah. Okay, so it's not the glove. It's not the watch. It's the glove. The glove goes. You put your baseball glove on your non-dominant hand because you have to throw with your dominant hand. That's why. I should have looked closer at the glove before, but that makes sense. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? I mean, okay, that is I kind of got the wrong way to the right answer in that sense, because I was like, yeah, the point is going to be he couldn't have written it with his right hand because he's a lefty. But I thought it would be because, like, they took the watch off of his right arm or something, but whatever. What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that's only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. Butterfinger glove. Also, hi, Black Strategy. Welcome in. That's why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from his picture that this is... Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. This is... That is... I mean... Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order, order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Nice. Then that means Maggie is... No, it's not possible. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No. Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. I feel like I can breathe again. It seems we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird... Oh. No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. I thought we were done. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to this... Oh yeah, this is our first witness. What? And what did this witness... witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. Would that not be your first witness? What the heck? You can't do this, by the way. You can't be like, surprise, I have a witness who proves I'm right at the last minute. Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling it was a bit too easy. Need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. I know they do, but it's still weird. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem we won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright? What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There's some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Here's a business card, yeah. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yup. Can you think about anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? Can't think of anything about the incident with that, or other than that incident, or the other... Holy shit. I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Yeah, where's my boyfriend, Edward? Wait, what was the Phoenix Wright... Didn't they tweet something about that? Oh yeah, they did a tweet during Pride Month where they said the tweet was, not all rivals use meticulous inspection to size up their opponent's powerful spirit, which if you take the first letter of all of those is Naramitsu Tops, which Naramitsu is the name of the ship between the two of them, right? Edgeworth and hold on, I'll show it. I just have to save it really quick. Wait, was added in. Where is it in here? I should have probably kept track of what the file name was going to be, but whatever. Where is it now? Did I save it somewhere else and I just like forgot? Should be... There it is. Hey Weeby. I decided to get rid of the timer because I have to go do a surgery thing on the 23rd, so I'm just going to be running until the 20th, regardless of how much you raise. Rewards are still there, but yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Also Maggie, yeah, Maggie was like, you got a concussion? Want another one? For your time I still not recovered. But yeah, this was what a wild thing to tweet. This is some Uchikoshi shit. This is something he would say. Although he would just say it outright, I guess. But anyways, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's like a really minor surgery. It's not a big deal, but it's one where it's like I want to kind of be able to sort of just like... It's a... Sorry, this is a stretch. I mean, the surgery's like... Oh shit, Ned's about to run. Hold on, I can talk about it in a second, I guess, because... Actually... I can't snooze it anymore. I've already snoozed it a bunch of times. I'm gonna get some water and then we'll do then I'll explain it. Just so that we don't have to keep having ad breaks and Trump things too. Sorry, I feel like that feels like I'm running away from it. I promise I'm not. I've been snoozing ads for 15 minutes and it ran out of snoozes, but we'll be right back. Oh yeah, no, the no, wasn't that a, didn't Kodaka tweet that? I don't know, either way. Welcome back. Okay. So yeah, the surgery is just like, it's a really minor surgery. It's like a, like the procedure itself is like a 5-minute thing, and then it's just like a short recovery and everything, but like, you know, I have to take some time to focus on the recovery of it and want to make sure that I like do everything right, because it's related to a chronic health issue that I've had for like years at this point. So like, really just want to make sure I take care of it, and so, you know, plus I need to take a break after this stuff anyways, so I recover, because I'm slightly overworking myself a little bit. So yeah, but like, it's not a, I don't want to come across like I'm like, this is a very serious thing, be worried, because it absolutely is not. It's not that serious. It'll be fine. But yeah, that'll be mostly that's most of it. It was basically like the original plan was for the surgery to happen in November. Like I got referred for the surgery the day before the donathon started, and he said, yeah, like it'll be mid-November. So I was like, okay, fine, that makes sense. But then I got a call on the first day of the donathon where they said like, would you like to do it on the 7th? And I was like, I don't think I can do the 7th. And they were like, okay, what about it's the 23rd, I think, right? Yeah, it'll be on the 23rd. So I'm basically just going to go until the end of the day on the 20th, because I was like, I like doing the donathon. I wanted to extend it anyways, but I was also like, I don't want it to go too long. So I was like, I might as well just change it to this and do it as sort of like a couple of weeks of just streaming and then taking my break. How do I animate it? Oh, interesting. I can't help myself. I like to do this stuff. I like making my videos, and then I bite off more than I can chew. Yeah, it'll be a while before like we sort of get back into the swing of things after the surgery, because I want to take some time to, you know, recover from the surgery, but also like recover just in general, like get my shit together, you know, figure everything out. And I'll still be making some videos and stuff because I have the Members' Choice ones to do regardless, but like it'll be a little bit slower for the rest of the year compared to how it's been up until this point. It will not be week after week after week of like 50-minute videos, because I can't do that. And it was really hurting my voice too. Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know. I don't want it to like, it's like I said, like it's a really minor surgery. The only reason I'm taking it as seriously as I am is because like it's legitimately like a health issue I've had for about 8 years now. So even if it's minor, even if the recovery is basically guaranteed to be very simple, it's still just like, I'm gonna do too much to make sure that or like I'm gonna go as carefully as possible to make sure that it's finally fucking dealt with. Anyways, I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but cell phone? Yeah, your eyes. Oh yeah, also I should say, even though the timer part of it isn't happening, every other part of the donathon is still going as mentioned, so like all the rewards, incentives, and stuff like that were there. I'm surprised too. I don't really know how I was managing to do that while still mostly maintaining a like stream schedule that I was. But yeah, it's definitely not something I can keep doing, and eventually just... Okay, actually, hold on, you know what? The reason why it would happen was because I would feel like I had to like keep up the pace, because my schedule was always bi-weekly videos, so one every other week. And the thing with that is that like sometimes I would miss a week, or like I'd be late because a video would take longer to make. It basically started in the spring when I was doing the inescapable one and the study and all that stuff in the spring, and then like it was just like ever since then I've been trying to catch up. I've always been behind on it. I've never been able to like get back to my bi-weekly schedule and like stick to it. And so I kept on making extra videos. I kept on trying to like keep up with it. Excuse me. And that's just sort of isn't workable. And I think what I'm probably gonna have to do is like going forward, make it a little bit more of a flexible schedule where it's like Members' Choice videos, those to be one a month, but like for my own videos, I might take a little bit longer to sort of work on them and figure out what the plan is. Especially because like as they've gotten longer, it just takes a lot more work, and I feel like I'm not doing my job properly if I'm like rushing it. Like, I've been proud of the ones that I have gotten done, because a lot of the ones that are longer recently have been ones I've thought about for a long time, but, like, eventually if I have to, they'll just get, you know, they'll get lazier, and I don't want to do that, so. Yeah, anyways. Also, good luck with an inescapable video essay. I can tell you from experience, it will just give you brain damage. Your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me. It might be very important. Okay, roger that. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. Picked up a lost cell phone while I was on a walk with Dustin. Not the blue badger. All of a sudden the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Oh, so that's the killer. The person on the other end of the phone. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh, to me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't know, but if my eyes lit up... You were here all along. Oh my god, it's her. You're so mean. I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. I went to check in the courtroom. Everyone had already left. Now, who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl, too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And good morning to you, Maya. Or good morning to you, too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Also, didn't you leave at the end of the last game? What? Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. The heck is this? A list? There's about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. She knows Maya. He doesn't because he has amnesia. Remember, he got bashed in the head with a fire extinguisher at the start. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me! Where'd you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. Also, hi, Cook. I don't know if I said that earlier. Welcome in. God, I keep feeling like I'm forgetting that I'm talking to people, which is also a sign that I think I need to get more rest, because, like... Oh. My brain. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops, guess we have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. You're like a piece of lost media. Oh, no. Regrettably, it's neither good nor lost. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Yeah. That's the only way to really enter a stream, to be honest. But yeah, I always... Because I'll be like... Sometimes I just forget that I've said hi to someone when they join the chat, and then I'm like, wait, do it? Should I? Should I not? I don't know. I worry that it makes me sound like I'm like genuinely losing my mind. I promise I'm not. I'm just so tired. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. Oh my god, he's gonna get cancelled. So I asked if the court might be a little lenient on... There's no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness, a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Okay, drifter? I don't know if that's really the case. Please state your name for the court, witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Alright, go ahead. Just now you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk? Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university student would be truthful, but given settling as evil said, what? The top queer quality, you understand? I'm merely looking for that perfect, top-notch, unbeatable university. Don't you see? I have a rigorous selection process and enjoying my serious walk. Yeah, he's getting a Netflix special. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox? Shut the fuck up, Maya. Don't judge him. I have to question him? Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rates only need apply. Yeah, women. Okay, sure. Looking at you, that's definitely the vibe I get. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness. Also, the glasses would match his outfit. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington. The drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington. On the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am... Anyway, please testify to this course what you saw during your walk through the park. Another day with a PhD. See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know, you... What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington. Exercise before drinking water? Yeah. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. Was it the glove? That was certainly a decisive testimony. Cruising for dick isn't acceptable. That, yeah, see, that's kind of what I was thinking is like, he was cruising, right? That's what it sounds like. Anyways, decisive. Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah, that's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange, my mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. Oh my god, he didn't immediately declare that she's guilty. He's improved as a judge. I'll find out the truth no matter how well you craft your lies. All afternoon, deep in thought of my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. I mean, this photo was taken at like 7 p.m., which is kind of weird. The watch must have either... The watch would have stopped early. Past 6 p.m., all of a sudden a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Looked up, met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. I mean, yeah, presumably we're presenting the glove to him, right? Mr. Wellington. I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. That's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. Girl, no, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. One of those F-slurs. You see the world, we realize there are new possibilities. Sure, in the end, we find out that it is, in fact, a glove, not bananas. However, when viewed from afar, I do think there's enough room for doubt, don't you? And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 200. I'm supposed to be going to tell me it's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Oh. Not the autoerotic asphyxiation in court. How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people who reject Joan of Arc and put her to death. She was so brave and courageous only to be caught up by horrible, unrighteous people. When she didn't do anything wrong, she was still gruesomely burned at the... Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that that girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Yeah, he's really into it, huh? What happened next? You know, the upper path ran away as soon as I realized she was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. Time of death was 6:28, bud. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So, what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Ugh. 16-year-old pregnant at the same time. Yeah, kinda. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little daze. Mr. Wellington? Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone, I mean... Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. Phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions. As if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must really think you're something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What, are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses have a strange quirk or two, but so rationale? I have my own quirk and I'm a genius. I don't think simple plain people can understand. Enough. Also, hi, Buppo. Oh, man. Wait, hold on a second. You lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this one Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. I thought this was maybe, this was his. I know you've been here the whole time, but I wanted to say hey because you, I don't know. Maybe I want to say hi to my friends. Is that a crime? Well, then I think we cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have a cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by a search for a phone booth. That's my phone. He's got my phone, I've got his. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. Yeah. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. The crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something's wrong with you. Honestly, I forgot about that. I was fully just hoping that I would be able to point out that he's clearly got Phoenix's phone. It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Okay, well, not defendant, the witness, but sure. I mean, I guess he should be the defendant. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order. What is reporting the crime a little late proof for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? And I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there's no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone that she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I don't know, that was the voice, that was wrong. Do you have any thoughts you'd like to share with the court? You offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes. I have an idea. Only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Probably shouldn't have said there's only one possibility. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? This one, right? Yeah, he was writing the fake name. Perhaps it's the evidence you need to be convinced. I mean... Oh shit, hold on, wait. Is the stream quality okay for you guys? Because it seems like the bitrate is like lying around all over the place here. Hold on. The fuck? I don't know what that's about. Anyways, okay. Stream's fine. Okay, weird. It might be the glasses. Like, that was what, like, I'm... Because it could also be this, because I'm pretty sure that he's one of the con artists who's involved in this. But, like, Fuck it. Oh, the glasses were the right one. Okay. Mr. Wellington. I wasn't sure if the glasses would be the right thing for this point, because we haven't really talked about that. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find... I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order. Order! Now wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating that the witness, indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. Oh. Look, I'm not saying that you should judge someone based on, body language, because a lot of body language science is bullshit. But, like, he is strangling himself with a scarf. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out that his cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah, it's so exciting watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order. Order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he's accusing the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as for why you are not the murderer. That's not how that works. Why, it's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground? But, wouldn't that mean the real criminal was someone that the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before the trial. Where the fuck did I get that from? I forgot. So anyway, this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand. There was a way. It'd be best if I could prove the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? Yeah, that is also one of the funniest things about these games in general, where they're like, yeah, the point of the defense is clearly to find a different culprit. Like, you can try to point to someone else as the more guilty culprit, but you can't prove them guilty. That's not how it works. So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try and find it by calling it? Why? How did you? Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled, Mr. Wright. Where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there's some relationship between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up the lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Yeah, we've already seen this. Call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. You made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This would be a frustrating conversation to try and follow. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Order, order! But Your Honor, the witness had no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A
person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor.
Are you sure, Nick?
Rosetta can't offer an explanation. The trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Now then, please present the court the witness had a motive. Miss Wellington's motive is right here. What is this, a list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we've determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. The list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artists?
You do have to provide a motive. For any sort of for a murder case, you do have to provide, what's it called? It's the guilty mind, but I can't remember what it's called. Is it mens rea? Mens rea, the guilty, yeah, the mental state of the defendant who's accused of committing the crime. In common law jurisdictions, most crimes require proof of both mens rea and actus reus before the defendant can be found guilty. Yeah, so it's like... Basically, you have to prove that somebody... Like, intention does matter, and motive is part of that. So, like... Also, we have to take a break for a minute anyways for the ad. So we'll run a 2-minute ad, and we'll talk about this while we do that, and then we'll get back to the story. But yeah, so... This also keeps my ranting a little bit limited. Yeah, actus reus is... Actus reus is the guilty act. Mens rea is the guilty mind. It basically is just like... Hold on, let me see if I can find like the very simple... Yeah, so in the Canadian legal system for us specifically, it says that not only must a person commit an act, they must have also had a specific mental state or guilty mind related to the commission of the act. Typical types of mens rea include intention, knowledge, negligence, recklessness, and willful blindness. So some cases, or some crimes don't require you to be... Well, no. Okay, so the thing is for murder, you have to prove it was intentional. Like... Let me see if I can find a better example of this. Let me find the specific description. So, in Canada, for example, homicide is the act of causing death to another person through any means, directly or indirectly. It can be culpable or non-culpable. Murder is the most serious category, whereas there are manslaughter and infanticide. So homicide is to cause by any means, directly or indirectly, the death of a human being. All forms of culpable homicide require some form of intent, which is the mens rea, the guilty mind. You had to intend to do it. Or criminal negligence, which is also part of it. So a homicide is culpable if it occurs by means of an unlawful act, by criminal negligence, by causing the victim, by threats of fear or violence, or by deception to do anything that causes their death, or by willfully frightening the victim in the case of a child or sick person. So murder, for example, you have to have meant to cause the death of the victim or another person. You have to mean to cause bodily harm if knowing the bodily harm is likely to cause death, or cause the death while committing a dangerous act that the accused knew death was the likely result of in the course of committing or attempting to commit an indictable offense. So basically, if you're gonna murder for the charge of murder, and you have to charge someone specifically, you can't charge someone too high and then like walk it back. That's double jeopardy, I think. Basically, you can't charge someone twice for the same crime. So if you think someone committed a where's manslaughter in here? Manslaughter is less culpable than murder. So voluntary manslaughter is where the offender had an intent to kill or seriously harm, but acted in the moment under circumstances that could cause a reasonable person to become emotionally or mentally disturbed. So like voluntary manslaughter is like basically you were put under such pressure that you kind of in the spur of the moment did it. Involuntary is like in a freak car accident you killed someone, like you hit someone with your car and they died. So if you were to chart, like let's say that I was driving perfectly reasonably, like I was doing everything correctly, I wasn't on my phone, I was at the speed limit, and like I was, checking my windows, I wasn't distracted, and yet like some kid just jumped in front of the car from between two parked vehicles where I couldn't see them and died. It would be very tragic. If there was going to be a charge, it would be involuntary manslaughter, I guess. Actually, hold on, I'm probably getting it wrong. It would be
Well, actually, probably not, actually. I mean, you'd probably still get charged with that sort of thing. In Canada, you can cause death by criminal negligence, which is the crime of vehicular or intoxication manslaughter in the U.S. But yeah, basically it's like, you're just talking about law. Honestly, that's what these games are anyways for me. But yeah, like, with murder, there are different standards of it. So in Canada, first-degree murder is if you planned and deliberated the murder, which means that you planned or carefully thought it out before it was carried out. You deliberated, meaning it was considered, not impulsive. Or if the victim is a police officer or prison employee, which is kind of weird that can override it. Usually first-degree murder is that first bit. It was planned and deliberated. These are like, it could be any of these. So the victim is a police officer or prison employee. They committed the murder while committing or attempting to commit the hijacking of an aircraft, a sexual assault, kidnapping, forcible confinement, hostage taking, criminal harassment, all that stuff. Basically, like, first degree is like, you knew you were going to kill someone, or you killed them while doing some other very capable criminal murder shit. Like, so if you try someone, like, so in the example of like, I hit someone, like someone with my car, let's not even say it's some random person who like walked out in the street. It was a complete accident. I was not culpable. I didn't deliberately do it. I didn't plan it. It just happened, and it wasn't my fault. Assuming that it isn't my fault, I would really, we're making this like as clear cut as possible. If I was charged with first degree murder, I would be found not guilty by a court of law if it was acting remotely reasonably. And then they might recommend a lower charge, but like, or they might try and argue that I should plead to a lower charge. But if I was found not guilty of murder, they can't then go back and be like, all right, we're gonna try you for second degree murder, then we're gonna try you for like, they can't keep doing that. You have a protection. You can't just be forever held up by a criminal charge. So that's why it's kind of a difficult thing. Yeah, assuming it wasn't the Wright but true. But that's why it's important to prove the guilty act. Obviously, Phoenix Wright shit is not real law, but that's why like it would matter why he wanted to do it, because people don't generally like. There's no way to argue that it was like an accident, because he clearly premeditated, or whoever did this premeditated it to some degree. So you would need to be able to prove what that looked like and what that was done for. Like, why did he push them up? Like, someone pushed him, and then this guy didn't call the police for 15 minutes. So there's got to be a reason. So like, why? You can't just like say shit. I mean, again, it's Ace Attorney. I mean, the prosecution can just say shit. The defendants can't. Anyways, can you explain why these numbers are on your phone? Also, if anyone actually is like a lawyer or a law student, I recommend that's a very half-baked response to it, but basically it does matter. So, loving hostility, second-degree murder, I don't think that's true. This would probably be first-degree murder, because what I'm thinking... Okay, hold on. What I'm thinking happened here in this case is that... Sorry, I keep having to turn it down because the music is really loud. What happened here is that the case was planned. The victim... Actually, wait, maybe it is second degree. Hold on. I mean, I guess this would be Canadian law. But, like... no, this would be first degree, because it was planned and deliberated. The victim might not have been specifically targeted, but there was an attempt... Or it was deliberately planned out. You know, like because I'm assuming what happened was that they were part of this con artist group. They leave the phone, they call it, and like they shake down whoever has it or something. I don't know. I mean, maybe not. Maybe that if that was part of the plan, it'd probably be first degree. Otherwise, I think it would probably be second degree. Because he did still mean to cause the death of a victim or another person. Like he pushed him off of a bridge. Regardless, but yeah, you would want to prove the motive to it. Oh yeah, also he is a policeman. That's true. So it is first degree. Although, I don't know if that applies if it's also still... Does that apply if they're not on duty? Oh. I'm not sure, actually. Anyways, doesn't matter. The important bit is, yeah, that... But his defense might be that he doesn't know it's a policeman, maybe? I don't know, whatever. Let's move on. Can you explain why these numbers are on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage. An invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided that brilliant artist Maurice Otilio's atelier. They disrupted genius of working... I don't know. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man, such as me? Yeah, I know what it's like to be gay. Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No. All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No, this is too much. Okay, so... Oh, I thought it was part of, like that was the con, was that they would, like, shake down people who had the phone. Like, they would... You drop the phone and you're like, oh my god, thank you for finding it. Can you, like, meet up with me in this park where you're all alone? And, like, try and shake them down? I thought that was the plan. Okay, so maybe not. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. The police officer. Also, he did assault a lawyer. Your Honor, what is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? Okay, so maybe there's a valid point. What does the defense think of this? Think about it logically and it makes sense. Maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? He's a cop. But... yeah, he was in uniform. Metal weapon card intended for like a full year. Weird. Design impact. Okay, I can't tell if it's like... because I'm assuming that doesn't really matter, that he was a policeman. I'm assuming that it matters that in the photo specifically, you can see that he's wearing his... oh, fuck it. The witness saw this. Mr. Wellington, is he correct? By the expression on his face, I would say that wasn't it. It shows his fucking police hat! When we got there, he lost control of himself. It was probably because he saw something that was really bad for him there. Okay. Would the photo of him in his police uniform not be the more conclusive evidence? Whatever. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. No time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is that what you're saying? Also, I have no health left, I can't get anything wrong. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. Seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-grade education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. Evidence! Oh, that guy's really good. All you've been waiting around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. You say that phone is really mine. Where's your proof? Your evidence. You want proof this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Feels so good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor. This is bad. I can't let the table get me like this. The cell phone. There's something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Unstored numbers. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the calling group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. He tried to steal the phone back and stole mine instead. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What we're trying to do is determine who that phone belongs to. Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers yourself. This is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal. It triggers back to his annoying self. The cell phone. Some of overlooked. I guess fingerprints? I don't think the fingerprints would help. I got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone. Like, don't you remember when you got it off from Maggie, you wiped it off? What? You said there was sand all over it, so wiped it. I wiped it. Pretty thoroughly, too. Yeah, killed dinosaur. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this is my phone right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. Gotta be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington. What's this? The tone of your voice still sounds like you have some fight left in you. Where'd you finally find your phone? Oh, you are too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Now I remember. Oh, looks like they hung up. Oh, good. Finally found it. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know this one has to be his. I'm gonna prove something like that. Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? Something you haven't figured out about yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. That'll be all. I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go? Hold it! Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it. Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything! Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the court witness with more questions. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well. This is your last chance, Mr. Wright. Present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. And I'll prove everything. Hold on, let me just like save real quick, because I know I don't have enough health to get through this if I fuck up. It's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. Sure, you're all aware, but the cross-examination period has ended. You paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Surely it's this, right? We're gonna phone our own number. Because the phone has already been presented as evidence. This isn't useful. Ugh, fuck it. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. I think it's strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there's something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card, right? That's where the numbers are. There we go. And this card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Not right now, but court's still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so. Love the phones that they have. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're gonna call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... What? Why is my phone... This is with a stupid sounding ringtone. Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Yeah, the judge giving you the card is really funny. No, it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Oh. Guys, I think he's dying. Did he just kill himself on the sand with his own scarf? Honestly, kind of iconic diva behavior, I'll give him that. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He's a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone, and in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Do a flip. And then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding... It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Rest in peace, you weird freak. I knew the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. Girl, are you okay? I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right, you were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. How did... Wait. So you just, like... What? I don't know if that's misfortune. I think that's something else. I think you just had a date. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. And that glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm gonna find a new life for myself, starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet, I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Also, girl, you fell from a 9th story building, or 9th story at 6 months old and survived. I don't think that's... You're very lucky because you're not the one getting killed. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. I mean, she's got a reasonable goal. That's understandable. I do think she's kind of thinking about it wrong, but whatever. Thanks, you take care of yourself too. What a horrible day. I got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. You're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. This might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. God damn it, Puppo. He's also been a good ally during others. Any hole is a gold. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man. Wait. I messed it, whatever. In the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person... I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else? Hi, Kiefer. How are you? And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create new memories together. Yeah, like, okay. At the end of the first game, didn't she leave? Like, to go be with her family out in the mountains or something? Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased with Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay, okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. Objection! And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Lost turn about the end. Oh no. Brand new episode has been added. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Oh no. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Annie? Finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person, but that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Uh-oh, Maya did a moita. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. June 16th, Raincoat Law Offices. What depressing rain. You understand how depressed that makes me, do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun, is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. That's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl. She's gonna hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl? I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Turner Gray? Remind me to never end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Holy shit. Oh, you're the doctor. It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting. Yes, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet. Yeah, I know, I saw the thing. It said that was 2 months ago. That nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. Oh, interesting, Ocean. Yeah, the lack of secondary checks. It's not good. It's bad. You shouldn't. Okay, even if we accept that she was the one who fucked it up, if you're killing 14 people with mixed up medication in your hospital, you as the person in charge of that hospital are also responsible. There were rumors that Dr. Wright actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice accident. Why would I... Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? Hi, Ash. How are you? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey. You know this girl, correct? Maya? Why did he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together. But she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. Yeah, dude, get some better glasses. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya... I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. I'm not counting training. This will be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Yeah, I think... I don't know. It's something. I think they're the only ones who can do it, but also... That's still a lot. Me? And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? And so, that's how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. June 19th, Korean Village. Actually, before we do this, an ad's going to run and I'm still out of snoozes, so we're going to do a 3-minute ad break so I can go to the bathroom and get some more water and stuff, and then we'll come back to this. Okay? See you guys in a couple of minutes. Bye. Have a good night, Damien. Thank you for stopping by. God, I'm so out of it lately. I really don't know what's up with this. Like, I feel so dizzy. I'll talk about it with the doctor later. Like, it was a good night to Damien. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Like, every time I stand up, it feels like I'm just, like, trying to avoid stumbling into a fucking wall. And I don't know why, and I don't think that's good. The birds called you a man whore? Okay, well. Are they wrong? I'll be fine. I don't know what's up with it, though, because I thought it was a side effect of some medication I was on, because I was feeling it a lot more recently. But then, like, I don't know, I've just been noticing it more, where it's like, when I get up, it feels like I'm, like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to talk to my doctor. The problem is my doctor sucks. The specialist I'm going to for the surgery stuff is great. The, like, my... Like, I know I have some health issues that are beyond what this surgery is going to be in, or, like, dealing with. Like, when I was campaigning for office, I've talked about this a bunch. I didn't have the money to, like, pay for mailers to be sent out to people's houses, and I didn't have, like, a big campaign team. So I had to walk around my entire town just do it. Actually, hold on, let me even see if I can find it. Because I bet I still have the exercise data from my Apple Watch, which I showed him. Because I was worried that I had, like, thyroid health issues or whatever. And so I, you know, went and spoke to him and was like, I was walking all over town. I was eating a pretty normal amount, and I gained like 20 pounds, or no, I gained like, that was 10 or 15 pounds in the span of a few weeks, despite exercising, despite keeping track of my calories. And he was like, well, why not try eating less pizza? And I was like, I wasn't eating pizza. And then I got COVID, and I gained 20 pounds in 2 weeks. And I went to him and I was like, I think I have some sort of a condition. Like, I think I have a thyroid issue. And he was like, no, I think you just need to exercise more. And so eventually I got some stuff done and went and got, I was on thyroid medication for a while and it helped, but then he refused to keep doing it because he was like, well, you're going to give yourself hypothyroidism. And I was like, I don't think so. I think I'm dying. But ever since then, I basically just been like, yeah, I just don't want to deal with him anymore on this stuff. Because the way the doctors straight up do not treat you like you're a human being if you're overweight is crazy. I'm trying to find the actual amount that I did this because I don't want it to sound like I'm like insane and just coping. It would have been... Okay, yeah. So when I was going for my walks while I was campaigning, holy shit. Let me actually, hold on, I need to get the calculator out so I can get this right. Sorry, I know I'm getting distracted again, but also like, I need to validate that I'm not insane. So from October 2nd of 2021 until October 17th, I guess was the last day I did this. I went for a whole bunch of walks. There was, let's see, 8.21 kilometers plus 11.56 plus 4.52 plus 5.83 plus 5.82 plus 6.56 plus 4.32 plus 8.67 plus 3.08 plus 12.5 plus 9.96 plus 5.18 plus 5.02 plus 3.88 plus 6.38 plus... that was all of them. So that was 101 kilometers that I walked in the span of 21 days, so 3 weeks. Which is a lot to walk. Actually, let me do the conversion for you guys. That's about 63 miles of just walking. And I gained like 15 pounds during that period. And so when I talked to my doctor about it, I was like, hey, I think this is an actual health issue. And then again, I had COVID and I had it really bad. Like I was basically debilitated for 2 full weeks. And I gained 20 pounds during that period too. And I went to him and I was like, I think that this is something. And he was like, I think you just need to exercise more. I was like, cool. So I'm just never going to have to go to you ever again because this is fucking useless. But I don't know. I think today I'm going to have to go to... The problem is that like the disorientation stuff, like it makes it hard to form these thoughts coherently. Especially when it feels like he's just going to tell me no. But I don't know. I think I need to tell him like I need to see a specialist. Because clearly a specialist are the only way I can get any fucking decent treatment in this stupid goddamn place. I love how it's really cool how my province keeps driving away healthcare workers. So people who are good at it just go elsewhere. So we just get left with people, especially in rural areas. Rural healthcare is fucking nightmarish. Some people are great. Like, again, like that specialist is also rural. He's great. Love him. No problem there. But, like, God, the struggles with getting a GP who actually, like, gives a shit. It's crazy. But whatever. I'll have to go talk. Like, yeah, my appointment with him's at 3. We probably won't go for too much longer because I'm starting to actually feel a little bit dizzy. The worst part is, like, I feel like this a lot, but I'm usually able to, like, kind of rally. Like, you know, when I get talking about something I'm enthusiastic about, it usually is okay. But, like, it's part of why I don't get very much stuff done when I'm not, like, when it's not streaming or making videos. Because, like, that stuff I can motivate myself for. Because it's, like, it burns the energy, but it's also, like, a distraction, I guess, from it. Whereas, like, a lot of other stuff just is not as easy to do that with. It's hard to get up. It's hard to get anything done. I don't know. This is Crane Village, Maya's hometown. Why, hello there. Sorry, I don't mean to, like, get all depressing and ruin the mood. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Someone else is coming this way. Aw. Hi, Maya. How are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big of a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well. Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear your training is going well for you. Giant rock seems to be reaching for the sky. Origins of it might be an upload sign. Looks like this rock is called the Korean Boulder. Really complex explanation written here, but long story short, big stone for spirits to live in or something like that. Old bus stop says Korean Village. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. Only 3 times a day. God damn. I'm so jealous. It's an old cell phone booth. I can't say it fits well in this fits in this area. I can't say it fits in with this area too well. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows? Maybe I may need it later. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fey Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Rustic, thatched roofed houses where the other villagers live and line the street. Nowhere near as large as nice, or as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. It's kind of odd that I don't see any of the other villagers around walking. Holy shit! I don't see any of the other villagers walking around though. Anything else worth inspecting here? Hi, kid. Yeah, well, I mean, like, Donathon, so I've been taking time off for, well, taking some time off, but it's also been going since last Friday, because the stream died a couple times. Yes, hi, how are you? Let's talk to her. Today's channeling. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. This case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyways? The tabloids. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Korean Village, but I've heard people say, or call this place Medium Valley too. Nice. I don't know if my streams are the best for that as much, but I definitely have video essays that I've been told are very good for artists to vibe to if you like that sort of thing. You can find all of those over there, and for you and for anybody else as well. Interesting. Oh, sorry, that makes it sound like you're not welcome here. I promise you are also welcome here. I'm just very dumb. If this is also relaxing while you draw, you're more than welcome here too. So everyone who lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true, since the Fey ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? He usually works someplace outside the village. And the girl earlier? Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye, she's my cousin. Aw, isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means, is she also a... Yep, she's a medium, or she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. No, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head like that. If a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes, for starters. Of course not. Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Cocaine Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt, duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. June 19th, Fae Manor Meditation Room. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather, but this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there, it's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. There's even a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you, too. Wow, I wonder if there's going to be, like, a crime here or something. I don't know. Wait, oh. Wait, okay. My prediction is going to be Maya is going to communicate with the nurse. The nurse is going to kill him with Maya's body. And that's why Maya is going to be on trial, question mark? We'll see. I don't know why I keep saying question mark. I find it funny, but I think it's also really dumb. I feel like it's... I need to stop doing it. Hang on, it's a diagram of Fae Manor. Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably has a technology only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says 100 ways to save money. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Door leads to the channeling chamber where people, or the place where spirits and people meet. Looks like there's a strong... Can't wait for them to get Okamura, haha. Looks like there's a strong look on the door to top it off. Well, a lot of skill wrote these 4 Chinese characters with a brush. Oh look, here's a translation, once in a lifetime. This message is people should value their ghostly meetings as once in a lifetime chances. Yeah, I don't know why I started saying it, I just find it funnier. Like, to say the question, then also say the question. It's so stupid. Anyways, this door leads out to the winding way. The weather outside looks really nice. Anything else to inspect in here? The floor is polished to a shine, but I think that's basically it. Okay. Channel stuff to do at work. Love that. Today's channeling. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. So, how'd you hear about Maya Faye? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. What college is that? That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Crane School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is a daughter of the Master, I hear. Master? Anyways, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? Ooh, fancy. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights, I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir, is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Oh my god, Mystic Detective. Oh no, Maya. I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Ah, thank you. Meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. There's a giant iron lock where the handle is. There's like a curtain that separates the normal world from the spirit one. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy surface, or reflective surface. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects. Those objects are being offered to the spirits. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed. She really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. The folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Rain. Hey, Lucas. Morgan, yeah, she's interesting. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. Somehow, I have the sneaking suspicion that we are not going to get a chance to ask Maya about this later. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't seem to reach back there, so it's completely dark. There's someone behind the curtain who's going to do a murder, isn't there? Oh wait, is Morgan Fay going to die? Oh no. Who is going to die here, do you think? So why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Yes! How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya. It is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Kurain channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Kurain school. Yeah, it is kind of nice to have that. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the Master's. Game of Thrones? Oh no. So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be your first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong, it is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident, indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. She kind of does, but it's also just because those emails are meant to sound formal to appeal to old people. So this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observe the session? Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the Kurain techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Well, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd... She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. Why would you say odd? She's a kid. And you're a stranger in her home. What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. Using Maya again. Oh no. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by, Lucas. I appreciate it. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. I'll say, I think we're probably going to go for about another hour or so. Also, why is Stream Elements being so aggressive with the... with the chatbot messages? They matter anyway. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little bit out of place in a garden like this. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. My nanny used to have an incinerator. It looks like there's there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. A splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. I don't think there's really anything else to look at here, is there? No. The side room. Is someone sleeping there? So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Looks like someone's sleeping in one. Shouldn't disturb them. Small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as storage space. But here, it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Korean village, the heart of channeling. What? It's a souvenir. So this means it's easy to spot bears here, and for them to spot you. First time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. I wonder if that information will be relevant later. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. Probably not a good idea to disturb her sleep. Is there really nothing else to inspect here? Hey, you, hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix, right? How you been? I haven't seen you in, what, a year? You are, lot of heart. You're a lot of heart, right? Bingo. I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, lot of heart. So I guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean? Of course. And today, I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channel's about to get started. Is it that time already? Y'all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. I don't know why my southern accent is not good. I apologize. A lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case, but I guess looking back, we had some good times too. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies, once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Yeah, sure, would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. I feel like that's not a very complicated key. I feel like you could pick that lock probably pretty easily. Or just make like a copy. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Now let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Yeah, like it's a very, very prominent key. You could probably honestly just like carve one by hand. Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the Heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request you return to this heart of the Heartland. What do you... This is Crane Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. We're gonna hear the sound of smashing. Oh, well, a gunshot is a different thing. Hey now, what was that just now? Came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Yeah, your afro. Maya's in there. Ask Morgan what to do. Miss Fate, what should we do? Yellow-bellied chicken liver. What are you waiting for? Kick it down already. But the key. That key is one of a kind. In this world, there is only that one. Even I am powerless to open that door. Oh, there's really no other way. All right. Stand aside. I'm going to break the door down. Wait, please. That sort of recklessness. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Dr. Gray. Lotta, not helpful. I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. June 19th, Green Village. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I end up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Thought I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her, I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, mister? That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? I don't know what accent that is. This voice is going all over the place. Oh yeah, Lotta doesn't know that when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. And then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gem with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. Sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. So as his nurse or patients don't do what as soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a-hollering. Must have been real tough to work for him. I don't think there's really much to examine here, is there? I don't think we can also move in there, can we? Where can we go? I guess. How rural is it? Pretty rural. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? This is actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. Just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Jimshoe? My name isn't Jimshoe. Do them under the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do now is wait or see what everyone else has to say. I don't know if I'm allowed in here. I feel like they'll kick me out. Police are busy running here and there, and I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything. Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. And tell you what, pal, I'll let you ask me a few questions, all right? Nope, that was the wrong thing. I wanted to examine. Hey, pal, no touching without my permission. I'm just looking at it. Yeah, you can't be too careful if a kid like her can be a murder suspect, now can I? Guess I want to search this room, I'm gonna have to come back later. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, right. Maya. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya's... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. Yeah, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. I'm really busy right now. Take a look at it later, alright, pal? Yeah, I'm assuming if I can't investigate, then I probably just have to leave. Anything change out here? Doesn't appear to have. I'm pretty sure there's someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? That is, so, isn't it about time to start? Oh, time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like, totally a bummer. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she had to say. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eeny Miny. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Is there gonna be a miny mo around here somewhere, do you think? At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people usually, like, call it occult studies or something. Like, supernatural phenomenon. ESP and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Love her little dance, though. So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? And Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see, then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. Kind of like that? I mean, not a national park, but I don't know. Settlement and development in Canada is very, like, basically an urban strip down a highway and then just mostly suburbs around that. Really unless it's literally like a 500 person village, it's mostly like that, it feels like. But yeah, it is still, I guess it's worth mentioning it's rural by the definition of, like, Alberta politics, I should say. Because in Alberta, when we talk about rural, we just mean, like, Edmonton and Calgary are urban, everywhere else is rural. Even including Lethbridge and Red Deer and Grand Prairie, which are, like, bigger cities. Like, bigger by, like, they have, like, 100,000 people. Like, they're not big. But, yeah, I don't live in a place like that. I live in a much smaller place. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. What happened? So you're sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that! I, like, totally know nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. you and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah. She sounds like she's trying to hide something. I mean, obviously. Oh my god, does the badge finally do something? Can I be like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not all that smart. So I don't, like, get it. I just feel like she's putting on an act. Anything new worth examining? Oh. You left the blanket a mess. Are you gonna fold it? Like, I had a really good nap, and, like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so, like, it's all set for tonight. I'm not really sure where else to go with this. Back in the winding way. There's no one here as usual. Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she had in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? I should have asked her about the key first, I guess. Whatever. Hate it here. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. God, don't let it be me next. Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine. You see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah. Well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I don't think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on? More glamour, less gore? What's up? Oh yeah, what is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. Oh, interesting. She did two even. The Seance Murderer. I should like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta. Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops at the scoop of the century. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. Why does it feel like we've been through this before? Oh, dear madam. You have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. Oh, that's just the end of that conversation? Okay. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Okay, the next day. Ugh, morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. June 20th, 10:34. Detention center, visitor's room. Nick, Maya, what am I gonna do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so... I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but... You don't have to be nice to me, I understand. So you're the master or something of the Crane School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. Isn't that title? Oh, wait. Okay. I think my theory right now is that Eenie Miney did it. She was the one who killed the nurse, and now she's killing Dr. Gray. She wasn't sleeping. She was the one who was channeling into Maya, wasn't she? Either that or she had that key that that Pearl had, and she was already in there, and that was how she was able to get in and back out. Maybe there's a secret extra door in there or something? I don't know. But we didn't go behind the curtain, or behind that, the folding thing. So I'm assuming she was, like, that was kind of my thought when I saw where it was like, the light doesn't touch back here, and it's like, should we maybe look back there and see if there's something? We said we saw someone sleeping under there, but it's entirely possible that, oh wait, that's why it was still looking like that. Yeah, she just like stuffed some shit under it to make it look like she was there. No, she was definitely in the room. She killed him. Because how else would a gun get in there is kind of the main question. Yeah, I don't know. That's my theory, is that Eenie Miney, because she said she was a patient. So I think that she did it. I'm assuming she's going to be the guilty party in this. But since the title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess it will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Also, if I'm right or wrong, don't tell me, because I want to figure it out. How's the trial going? Maya has once again killed someone. How are you doing, DM? When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said they wanted to call the nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. So what happened? What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay, we closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? I dreamed a dream, I cannot dream. Whatever. What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. Oh my god, no, she is the... Wait, the nurse isn't dead. The nurse is Eenie Miney. She faked her death. That was why that was the woman sitting outside of the car, right? So she's getting revenge on Dr. Gray and going on to live her life. I also don't know if that makes any sense. Anyways, I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you like both of those ones. That was honestly, the Pinkerton one is one I'm really, really proud of. I put a lot of work into that one. And, well, I put a lot of work into all of them, but the Pinkertons one was like, that one came out a lot more in depth than I was expecting. I felt like I was glad I pulled it off. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But, what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When's the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearlie, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Magatama received from Maya. Sorry, Nick, there's nothing really special about it. You sure shout out to Pearly, okay, Nick? I'm sure she'll be a big help to you. Money counter for the Drone-thon? Yeah, it scrolls on the bottom there, but it's right now, what is that? 107.30. I should probably put that somewhere else. I usually have like a Google Doc with all of my info, but like I just haven't had time to set one up this time. I'll set it up soon. Maybe while I'm after this stream. Actually, how long have we been going for, dude? I don't really want to get too into the trial, actually. Like into the investigation. Making this game way better. Interesting. Feels like I've been gone forever, but it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Here it is, right on top of my desk. It's the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Actually, you know what? I know it's a little bit early, but also, like... I don't want to get halfway into this investigation and then have to stop, you know? Because we've only got another half hour left on this section anyways. So we might leave it here, because we'll be picking up Ace's Attorney again on Friday, I think is the schedule? Let me check and see. Where's my profile? Yeah, it'll be Friday. So yeah, I think we'll just do that. Yeah, okay. I think we'll just save here. Yeah, and then we'll, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so we're gonna end the stream for a little bit, just because, like, I want to give my computer a little bit of a break. It's been going for 48 hours straight now. It also gives me some time to upload some VoDs and stuff like that, make some more progress on those. And then, yeah, we'll be back at... Fuck, I just had it open and now I closed it. Right? We'll be back at 7 PM for more Persona 5 Royale. Oh shit. Yeah, and then tomorrow it'll be in Stars in Time, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Star Rail V3. And then on Friday it'll be Ace Attorney again. It'll be some multiplayer stuff, probably Overwatch. Then it'll be the games with Puppo for his anniversary. But yeah, I'll have to get some forms ready for this appointment anyways. And so yeah, we won't raid out just because if you would like to leave this stream on, or like leave this stream page open, we'll be back later today anyways. We just won't have ducks going for a little bit, which I hope everyone will be okay with. And yeah, I guess I don't know how to really end this stream, because I feel like I'm sort of just ending it suddenly, but also like, yeah, I don't know. We'll be back with it in a few hours. And hopefully the doctor's appointment will go smoothly and I won't have to worry about anything, and then I'll be good to go for Persona. And in Persona we're mostly just going to be, I guess, I don't know actually what I'm going to do for Persona, because we finished the palace. We'll see. Anyways. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, whether for some of it, all of it, bits and pieces, etc, etc. I hope I'll see you around again later when we do Persona, or I'll see you another day. Regardless, I hope I'll see you around again soon. See you later.